It's funny. Normally, my day-to-day job is working as a chef, you know, and just doing things like this. And every Thursday when I come onto the show with you guys, it feels really good to be doing it for you rather than doing it for someone else in another kitchen. So I'm excited about doing it. I love doing it. And also, what I'd like, if anybody's got any suggestions of any foods they like me to prepare in the future, please contact me or Yvonne via Facebook, my website, inspireddiabetic.com, or info. Okay, that's the garlic in there. Sometimes what people do, they put the tomato puree in there next, but I'm not putting the tomato puree in there yet because when you put tomato puree, it may tend to burn the bottom. So what I'm going to do, one of the things that cooks very quickly is an aubergine. Yeah, and with the aubergine, have you seen? I've done a show a few weeks ago. Last week it was with the aubergine, which is very, very good. So with the aubergine, just cut it like that. It's pre-washed already. Yeah. But sometimes with the aubergine, sometimes if you haven't got a sharp knife, you can't cut through the skin. Yeah. So if you don't want to cut through the skin, cut the flesh side first. So with the ratatouille, it's nice to have it in cubes for this one. And the ratatouille on its own is a very, very good vegetarian dish. Just eating it by itself. Any questions, Yvonne?
No, Linda, not at the moment. I was doing some technical stuff in the background, but that looks exciting.
Okay, so when you stir that through, what's going to happen? The aubergine is going to sweat down, and with the aubergine, if you like aubergine, it has a nice soft flavor to it, and the flavor when it cooks down is very, 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 very tangy, and it comes out with a lot of juice as well. So the flavor of the aubergine adds to the flavor of the ratatouille. So now that I've got the courgettes in the aubergine in there, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my herbs in. It's just a mix of herbs, thyme. I've got basil here, and you know what one of my favorites is? Thyme, yeah. So thyme, basil, and marjoram I got here. But you could use a mixture of herbs anyway, which you prefer. You can also use fresh herbs in this as well. So I'll probably add a bit of fresh coriander. You see, like that, you see the herb? It kind of binds around the aubergine. And you can smell it as well as it goes in there. Lovely, 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 lovely. So we're going to get that on like that. And the aubergine takes a bit of time to cook out sometimes, it does. Because it's very dense and it absorbs a lot of moisture. So from there, what I normally do now, I'm going to put chopped tomato in. And just let that cook out. The chopped tomato, and as you can see, the color is not very strong. Then what I'm going to do is add the tomato puree. Yeah, and at this stage, once it starts to cook down, you can taste it to see if you got enough flavor in it, tomato flavor, because everybody likes tomato sauce, tomato stew in different consistencies, strong or weak, thick or thin. It's totally up to them. But the good thing about this, when you got the tomato sauce in with the aubergine, what the aubergine is going to do is absorb it. And to eat the skin is fine as well, because you've got a lot of nutrients around the aubergine skin. So I'm just going to prepare the courgette. So the courgette I'll prepare. With the courgette, you can have it any sizes that you want. I'm just going to do simple cubes like this.
Okay. And I could hear the ratatouille boiling already, which is pretty good. So I'm not gonna add the courgettes yet, because when you get the courgettes, it cooks very, very fast. It's very, very fast. It does. So I'm just gonna get these prepared. And with the tomato sauce, because you got the tinned tomatoes already, it's already cooked already. So with this dish anyway, it's a very, very quick dish to do. Very quick, very simple, and very easy and very quick. And it's very tasty. Also, as you can see, the base of it is red. Okay? And I like to use yellow and green peppers rather than a red one, even though red one is a sweeter one. It's because of the color factor. Because a lot of people, they eat with their eyes. Remember that. A lot of people eat with their eyes. So if you're cooking something and the colors look good, what people tend to do, they eat with their eyes. So they thought, wow, that looks nice. Then it looks nice before they even taste it. So just get this pepper.
So Lyndon,
Yes.
if you wanted to vegan this dish up, how would you do that?
It's a vegan dish as it is now. It is.
So, because that's the question from Saf Perkins. She said, how can we vegan this up?
It's vegan as it is now, because there's nothing in it dairy, there's nothing in it meat, no fish, nothing. So you can have it as it is. Ratatouille is actually a vegan dish.
Okay, thanks. So Saf Perkins, I hope that answers your question. Guys, if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate. Put it on the thread and I will ask Lyndon live and direct as he is cooking. And also do remember, you know, in future weeks, you will be able to cook online at the same time as Lyndon. Back over to you, Lyndon.
Okay, so what I'm doing with the ratatouille here, just letting that just cook out, boil it. It's just boiling. But do keep stirring it just in case it wants to stick to the bottom, which it shouldn't anyway. So that's... So if anybody wants to change the ratatouille, they could also add fish to it if they want. They could add meat to it if they cook up some meat and add it in and sweat it down. Some people use the ratatouille as a base, and then what they do, they put eggs in it, then they put it in the oven, yeah, and then they cook it like that. They do, or they cook it on top of the stove like that with an egg on top. So there's so much things you can do with this. You can with the same dish here, you can use it as a dip as well. If you've got some tortillas, or you got some crusty bread, or some croutons, you could use it like that. And even so, you could blend it down to a liquid format as well, and use it as a sauce, as an accompaniment sauce to a dish. Okay.
It looks good, Lyndon. It looks well, very exciting.
This is tasty. This is very, very tasty. I can smell it. You know the good thing about when you're cooking something and you got certain ingredients in it and you can smell it. It smells really good.
Yes, I'm learning to smell through the screen, Lyndon. It's becoming a weekly thing, a normal thing for me to smell all the good aromas through the screen, because you still won't bring the food to my house, but never mind.
Dreams do come true. Okay, so at this stage, I've added no salt, no pepper, nothing like that. I just got the herbs in it, yeah. And I like to taste it what it tastes like now before I add anything else to it. Yeah, so. And also with the aubergine, yeah, I'm testing the aubergine as well now. Yeah. Okay. So the aubergine is nearly cooked already. It's amazing how quick it cooks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of salt in it. Also, one more thing, something you can add if you want. If anybody wants to add vegetable stock to it, they can. Yeah, vegetable stock cubes. they can do that. There's no problem with that at all. If they like a certain stock cube that like to enhance it with a flavor, or if you got some herbs and spices that you like to use, maybe a jerk spice, maybe an all seasoning spice, you can add that to it as well. So feel free. This is like the basis of a sauce or a main meal for yourself as a vegetarian. So as that's cooking out nicely there, I'm gonna put some pepper in as well. And if you're cooking it with, like I've just put 1 tin of tomato in there, and you feel like it's still too dry for you, you can add some more tomato. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. So I can see the aubergine is cooking down now. It's starting to shrink. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add the pepper. Yeah. And then with the pepper, it's gonna cook down. So with the pepper now, don't worry about if it looks like this, because it's gonna cook down and there's more juice is gonna come out into it as well. And the pepper's gonna infuse some more flavors into that. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna leave that to the side on a low heat to cook out. And then we can start on the stir fry. So I'm gonna on the back there. Okay.
That cooks really quickly, Lyndon. The quickest
Yeah.
thing, when you're coming in from work
Yeah.
and you want something quick and easy and palatable and that's nourishing to the body as well.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna put a lid on it. The reason why I'm putting a lid on it is that so it keeps the moisture. Yeah. So it keeps the moisture inside. So once it cooks down, it'll still be juicy. So we'll leave that on there for a couple of minutes for the peppers to cook down. And then what we're gonna do after that, we're gonna add the courgettes to it. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to the cauliflower. The part that a lot of people have been waiting for, the cauliflower rice part. I've been waiting for this as well. Okay.
Yeah, this is judgment time, brother. Come on.
Judgment time. Okay. First of all, what I'm gonna do, I've got my pan on. Yeah, I've got it on a low heat just to warm through. Yeah. I've got a bit of sesame oil in there. Yeah. Put a bit of sesame oil in there. I like sesame oil, yeah. This is my personal thing for when I'm doing stir fry. So I'll put a bit of oil in there. You can also add olive oil to it if you want. You can add some avocado, rapeseed oil, whatever you fancy, yeah. So with the stir fry, there's certain things that you can add to it in your own time. But what I'm going to do is cook off with I'm going to start off with my favorite onion first. And because we're doing it rice, what's good is to keep the ingredients, yeah, not as small as possible, but in the same shape as the rice, same size. Yeah. So I'm gonna do small diced cubes with the onion. So I'm gonna cubes because when you do the rice, you see afterwards anyway, the rice is gonna look small and tiny. So if we're gonna do the rice the same size, the best thing to do, make it look like it all matches together, like it looks similar. And with the onions, they cook quick as well. So, yeah, red onion. I like the red onion as well. As you cook it down, it gets sweeter. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's enough for the stir fry. See that go slowly. So right, so for that stir fry is on its way on its way. Okay. So everything else is gonna take pretty quick to do. So what I'm gonna do now, while the onions are cooking, I'm gonna get the cauliflower ready. Yeah. So cauliflower is very cheap now. It's very cheap nowadays. So when you're gonna go buy a bag of rice cauliflower in the shop, yeah, just think how quick you can do your own cauliflower rice in 2 simple ways. Just take back the leaves like that. Yeah, this is how I do it anyway. I just stick a knife in there, just cut it through, and that's it. Done. That's how quick it is. Straight to your compost. Yeah, that's how easy it is. And what you want to do?
I was going to ask you, Lyndon. You just said you put it straight into the compost. Do you make compost out of the leftover vegetables that you use?
Yes, we have a compost. So we have it in the bag. We just put it in the garden. We got a compost. Here we do.
That's fantastic. So that's good for people who are now, because a lot of people are now growing their own vegetables, aren't they? So that's a good thing as well. Yeah.
You could use your own personal compost for your own vegetables.
Yes.
You can. You know where it's coming from. Yeah. So what you need to do is cut these down into florets. That's what you call a floret. Just go around the core. You can do it individually if you want. So, but when you're doing it, just be careful that you don't harm yourself or cut yourself. Always cut away from yourself. Cut away. Yeah, don't cut in. Don't never go like that. Yeah, always go away. Yeah, only if you're a professional, you're used to cutting in. I still don't recommend it. Okay, so that's your florets. Yeah, with your florets now. Part 2. Use a grater. Yeah, to do the rice. Okay, so you could use that. So you have to be careful of your fingers as well. Yeah, so keep your fingers away, keep it like that. Keep your fingers behind the actual floret and just go down like that. Yeah, just go down like that, gently, that. Okay, don't worry if it breaks off, you get some big bits in there. You can always take it out afterwards and you can just leave it. So this is how you make the cauliflower rice as well. And even with the core that's left over, bits like that, if you don't want to add it to that, you could use that for soup. Add it to soup. You can make it for a vegetable stock as well. Okay.
So nothing is wasted, Lyndon.
Sorry?
Nothing of the cauliflower is wasted.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Which is brilliant. So there's your cauliflower rice with the grater. You get the exhibition there. Look at that.
Okay.
So that's cauliflower rice with a grater. And also, if you got a Magimix machine like this,
yeah,
the other way to do it is cut it into small pieces, put it in like that. And with this one, you can still use it. You can use a core as well, all of it. Yeah. So just push it down. Like that.
Oh, Lyndon, Teo, somebody on the. Oh, go on then.
Okay.
Now, Lannery is saying, one of our viewers is saying, she has a lovely grater that you can have for free.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
Is he coming round?
I don't know.
I can do the system, do the prep for me. Okay.
JJ is saying, Lyndon,
yeah,
can you eat the cauliflower leaves? I believe. Can you eat the cauliflower leaves?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I've never eaten it myself, and I'm not 100% sure. That's something you'd have to check online. It is, but with cauliflower, cauliflower is high in fiber, yeah. So it helps the body, yeah. But if you got any ailments or illnesses or something like that, and you want to eat lots of cauliflower, check with your doctor or your dietitian before you eat a lot of it, because it helps to clear the body and it helps with the mind as well. It does. Cauliflower. Okay. So is the cauliflower rice? There you go.
Wow.
Cauliflower
Brilliant.
rice with the Maggi mix. Looks beautiful. Yeah. So cauliflower a la hand, cauliflower a la machine. Okay. So that's it. That's how you make your cauliflower. And the good thing about it, it doesn't smell like anything else. It smells like cauliflower. You know, sometimes when you open up a packet, yeah, and you smell it, sometimes you got a smell that's not pleasant because there's gases in it and it's been preserved in that bag for a long time. So with this, I'm going to mix both of them together anyway. Yeah.
Lyndon, I've just looked and it says you can eat the outer leaves of the cauliflower. They are delicious and edible, but many people throw them away.
Okay.
You can cook them just like spring greens and use as a substitute for any leafy green, such as kale and collard greens, it says.
Collard greens, brilliant.
Yeah, that's what it says. And that's from Google. I've just looked that up.
Brilliant.
And and I believe JJ says, yes, you can eat the tender leaves as well. That's what JJ
wow.
says.
Okay, back to the ratatouille. Let's have a... Okay, with the ratatouille now, what I'm checking for is the peppers. Are the peppers cooked? Nope. The pepper's not cooked, but they're al dente. Al dente means that they're still crunchy. So this is where I'm gonna add my courgette. I don't think I'm gonna want all of these courgettes in there. I know I said to put one courgette, but personal preference says I don't want that. So the courgette's just gonna cook itself out slowly now. Okay, so just gonna leave that to cook out. I like to push it all down into the sauce so that it absorbs the flavor, the tomato flavor. Okay, right, we've got the onions cooking for the stir fry. So onions are in there. The next thing I'm going to put in there, normally you put the things in which is the hardest things to cook. The things that take longest to cook, you put in already. So I've got some on the menu today. I've got green beans. Yeah, green beans is very, very good for you. Very good nutritional value. These are fresh green beans, fresh. You see, it's still got the stems on it. See the stems like that? So which is brilliant. So what we do, take the stems off. So what we normally do in the kitchen, we get them all together. All the stems going the same way. Just makes it easier for you to chop it off. So all the stems going in the same way. Just tap it down. Put the hands together like that, all level, and just chop the edges off like that. That's what you got to do. And sometimes you could keep the tops. There's nothing wrong with the tops actually. I don't mind keeping the tops. Some of the things. So because we're doing it right, you see how the smaller rice is. We're going to keep it to the same size or lengthwise as the rice. So you don't need much. So with green beans, the normal portions that they give is about 10, 12, maybe 15 green beans is enough for a portion. It is. So just in case you're wondering. So it's lovely. So I'm going to cut it like that.
While you're cutting, Lyndon, we have another question for you.
Yeah.
Question is, do you use garlic in your cooking? There's a comment that says, Dr. Sebi says no, but what do you think?
Yeah, I had the same question the other day with about garlic. I know Dr. Sebi, they don't promote the garlic, but you know something, after a period of time, we're so used to it, and we find out about these things afterwards, and we're used to the flavor. But with garlic, not to have it every single day, yeah, is one of the reasons, because it has certain effects on the body. But they say not to have garlic every day. Yeah, you can have it, but try not to have it every day in everything. Yeah,
Right.
but we're so used to garlic, it tastes so nice.
Yeah.
Because we're used to it. But what you're gonna find nowadays, there's lots of foods that people talk about that we're finding out that they say we're not supposed to eat or we're supposed to eat, but it's hard to change it after a lifetime of eating it and being used to certain flavors.
Mm.
You know, so it's down to the individual if you want to carry on the way or if you want to change. It's totally up to you. But at the end of the day, your body is your temple, and because it's your temple, you decide what you put in it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I get that.
That's what I'm feeling. There's lots of things that I don't eat now. I avoid eating now. Yeah, because of the diabetes situation. Yeah, and a lot of diabetics, they should avoid eating certain foods on a regular basis anyway. So this is a one step towards having a healthier diet or having a healthier meal that they want to have. Okay, so I've got my garlic in there with my sesame oil. It's sweating down, and and because it's sweating down, the green beans are going to cook out very nicely. Yeah, the green beans you can eat raw anyway, and with green beans it cooks very quickly, very quickly.
Okay.
There's green beans in there. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to be putting in, which takes a bit of time to cook, is the okra as well. Yeah, the okra, like you all know, is very good for diabetes. This one I'm putting into this meal because a lot of people ask me how do you cook okra, and one of the families that I like to eat with okra is my bitter gourd. Yeah, bitter gourd, Corella, or bitter melon, which is also good for diabetes, type 2 diabetes. These two, as a family, they help reduce the blood sugars naturally. Yeah, and if you want to see how I use these for a drink, yeah, let me know. I've got one video on YouTube, but if anybody's interested in me doing a session with them, a live session, how to make my drinks, my okra drink or my bitter gourd drink, yeah, to help you reduce the blood sugars, just contact me and we'll arrange it. Okay, so that's one of my friends. So with the okra, some people take the seeds out. Yeah, so it's got the seeds in there like that, and what you do is just scrape them out. With the okra, everybody's different. Some people have it with the seeds, some people don't. You know, but I'm just showing you how some people take it out. It doesn't bother me. I spoke to one of my friends this morning, and in the Asian communities, they eat it with the seeds and they eat it without the seeds. So it's totally up to you. It is. So I'll take the seeds out there, but to me, probably it doesn't make much difference. And all you got to do is just slice it. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you slice it. It's up to you how you want to slice it. So you've got some like that. You've got those one without the seeds, or if you want with the seeds, just do a slice like that. Okay. Remember, keep your fingers out of the way, and it's gonna go gooey, like you know. Okay, so that's going straight in there. And actually, when you look at it like this, it looks a nice little flower. It looks pretty. I like it. It looks pretty. It does.
That looks lovely, Lyndon. It looks really good.
So I'm just adding two okras to that. 2 okra. Just let it sweat down slightly. Okay. I'm doing it very slowly here so people can see it. But normally when I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna be doing other cooking very soon. I was gonna be doing it quick. Knock, 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 bang, bang. Bang, I'm gonna call it bang, bang cooking, which would be helpful. Okay. So we got the okra in there. This is gonna cook out very quickly anyway. Very, very quickly. So that's that. While that's cooking out, I'm gonna add what can I add in it next? I'm gonna put the beans. I'm gonna add the spring onions. Yeah. And don't forget to always wash your spring onions as well. I normally get the spring onions, soak it in water, because with spring onions, what you tend to find, with spring onions, what you tend to find when you have it, you get soil inside of there. So one of the ways you could do it, put it into a bowl of water like that. Put it into a bowl of water like that to soak, so the dirt comes out, or just cut it open. Okay, I like my spring onion pretty chunky. Yeah. So depending on how you like your food, because some people like their food very raw. Yeah, as we call it, al dente. So I'm going to turn the heat up a bit. Yeah, cooking a bit quicker. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more oil to it. As that's cooking up. Oh, the smell is unbelievable. Beautiful, beautiful. So I've got my mushrooms as well. With the mushrooms, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it like that, and into strips, like that. And what I'm going to do, I've got 4 mushrooms, but I'm going to cook. I'm going to put two mushrooms in now, and 2 in later. The reason why I'm doing that, with the mushrooms got plenty of water in it, and because it's got the water in it, it will help create moisture to help cook the cauliflower. Okay. So while that's cooking down, okay. And this should talk it. Ask the gentleman who asked you about mushrooms. The mushrooms are very, very good for you as well. Now, there's a list of mushrooms that Dr. Sebi recommends, and one of them is a shiitake mushroom. Excellent. So that's that. Okay. So also, while it's cooking down nicely, also what I'm going to be putting in the, I'm going to be putting some sesame seed into it as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to roast up some sesame seed. Just put some sesame seed into a bowl, into a hot pan like that. And while I say, okay. So also, while this is cooking down, there's other things we can be doing. And what I'm going to do now is get the egg ready. So I like my stir fry always with scrambled egg yolk. Well, it's scrambled egg really. Okay. So I like to put pepper in there. A bit of salt. Okay, how's the ratatouille going? Whoa! Ratatouille is lovely. Whoa! Turn that on a low. Ratatouille on a low heat.
That looks real good, Lyndon.
Ratatouille is lovely.
It looks very lovely.
So what I'm going to do with the ratatouille now, I'm just going to add a bit of salt to it. Okay. And some pepper. All right. So I'm multitasking here today. So I've got courgette, Oh no. The courgettes not cooked yet. It's nearly there though. Yeah. Woo. See, if you look at that, you can see the juice, the moisture coming out now from the mushrooms. Look at the sesame seeds popping away. Oh, lovely. Oh, that smell. Just rose, it gives it that nutty flavor and a nutty taste. And if you want to, you could also add a bit of oil to that, or sesame oil to it, give it more flavor. I like it as it is. I really do. So that's enough for that. Okay. So that's the sesame seed. Finish off our
While you're
food.
there, can you hear me, Lyndon?
Sorry?
While you're there cooking, one of the questions that came, I was laughing, is Lyndon married? I said,
Lyndon what?
yeah. That's one of the questions is, are you married? So I said, yeah, you are.
It's getting hot in there.
Don't take off your clothes, please.
Okay, so this means I'm whisking up the eggs. That's to be cooked up later. And I'll show you how I'm gonna cook that up later. Okay. So as you can see now, I'm gonna put this on a higher heat. Just to get it going a bit more. Wow, is that the time already? Woo! Okay. So I'm gonna put it on a high heat. Cook that down. Got the moisture coming through that now. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the rest of the mushroom. I'm going to add the sweet corn. Look at the colours on that. Beautiful, eh? Okay, people want to now. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to add the cauliflower rice. Yeah. So with the cauliflower rice, you don't want to over kill the other vegetables with the cauliflower rice. Yeah. And you can add some more as well like that. Excellent. So you got fiber in here, you got nutrition in here, you got ingredients in here to help reduce your blood sugars as well. Yeah. So what I'm going to do with that, I'm just leave it like that for a second. While it's cooking out, I'm going to add my peas to that as well.
That's really colourful, Lyndon.
Sorry?
It's really colourful. And it looks, you know, not being used to having cauliflower rice, but it does look really authentic from here. It actually looks like rice.
And that is it, just rice. Just think, when you normally do a stir-fried rice anyway, it normally looks like this anyway, the white bit.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is just going to put a lid on it just to get some moisture inside of it to cook, yeah? And the other thing I'm going to do, okay. Okay. So as you know, I like to do my egg. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a bit of sesame oil in there. Some season. Woo. How's that ratatouille doing? Ratatouille is looking lovely. Lovely. Oh. Oh man. I should have been a chef. Woohoo! That is so nice. Oh, al dente. I like mine al dente. I'm gonna turn it off. Perfect. One happy chef here. One happy chef. Excellent. Very happy with that. So what I got a pan here for my eggs. As you know, I like my egg. Put in there. It's gonna make a bit of scrambled egg. You don't have to add egg if you don't want to. But I'm an egg lover. I love an egg. I love an egg.
So this part, Lyndon, this is the part that threw me. It's the egg part, because I was like, how does that come together with it? But I can see what you're doing.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding the egg like that. That's enough. That's cooked enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you add it to.
So what I'm going to do it in reverse. So the rice. Okay, you see how that's steamed already?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So next thing we're going to need to do, just do a taster. Oh. We've got a bit of salt in it. But don't forget, I'm keeping it very simple with the flavors, yeah? Okay? With a stir fry, you can add other things to it, don't forget. Yeah? To give it more flavor, what you prefer. Yeah, you can add some other oils to it, other ingredients, but I'm just keeping it very simple, very basic. And that's it, the sesame. Now look at that, look at that. Okay. The reason I've cooked so much is because my family like to eat it. Yeah. Okay, it's supposed to be for one person. I'm cooking for, but it's not like that. Okay. So even down to, you see, even the okra. You can see the okra there. It's wilted down already. Whoops. Even the okra is cooked. It's al dente, which I like, and it's kind of gooey, which I like. Well, now what I'm going to do with this, swap that over. And so this now is your vegan type, yeah, okay, vegan stir fry. But if you want it with the egg, you just shove the egg in like that. Okay. And it totally depends on how much egg or quantity you personally like. And don't forget, you've seasoned the egg already, so that when you eat every bit of the egg, it's gonna have flavor. Okay. Woo! Look at that. So as we do, excellent. So you got egg in there, everything, a nice color, everything. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to add a bit of the sesame inside of it. Mix that into it, so that's going to give it another tone of flavor. And I know we've cooked with sesame in it, but I like the smell and the taste of the raw sesame oil inside. Okay. So that's okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at this. Okay, that looks beautiful, eh? Refreshing and healthy. So I'm just gonna make a little well in the middle like that. Oh, lovely. Nice colors. All the colors are there. And then we've got the ratatouille, the wet part of the dish, that's going to go in the middle. Okay. That looks lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then we just finish it off with a bit of that. And that's the dish. And then what we do now, nice roasted sesame seed on top. And that's the dish for today. Stir-fried cauliflower with okra and aubergine. And that's our meal for today. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. And it's, oh, I know my family's going to be happy tonight. Yeah, and sorry, tell her I am married. All right, Yvonne? Yvonne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I put myself on mute. So yes, yeah, our guest said she was just joking, but you know, the way to a woman's heart is through her belly, as they say for men, so it's equal. So that looks absolutely divine, Lyndon, absolutely divine. And what I love the most about this is the cauliflower. It's the fact that it looks like a special stir-fried rice.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it looks like with the little enhancement of the sesame seed. It's gorgeous. And so, guys, we now know that we don't have to necessarily go and buy cauliflower rice.
Definitely not.
Lyndon has showed us exactly how we do that. And so we can take that little nugget and introduce that into our lives and save ourselves some money. So thank you so much for that, Lyndon.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. This session. I hope that you enjoyed today's session. We're just having a little bit of interference there, but I hope you enjoyed today's session, and we will be back here next week cooking another time with Lyndon as well. If you are an aspiring chef or someone that cooks and you want to join us on the show, you can. And what Lyndon will do is Lyndon will do the opposite. So he will make the same dish, but it will be more healthier and more conducive to those with diabetes, high blood pressure, and other ailments like that. So we are here to build our community. We are here to give you information that's going to help you with your health. It's not just, excuse me, it's not just about, oh, we're cooking and we're just doing this show. We actually want to help you to change your life. Yeah, to change your life and do something for yourself. And we're using these cooking skills. Lyndon is a qualified chef. I call him a master chef. He's one of my masters. He's my master chef because he's actually mastered what he's doing and he's helping his community, our community, to do better. So Lyndon, I want to applaud you, my friend, my brother. I want to applaud you. Get the book out. That's right.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. And I just want to say thank you to each and everyone that's tuned in today to Lyndon and Yvonne, Michelle's cooking class, and we look forward to seeing you another time. So thank you very much and take care. Any questions between me and Yvonne, just contact us and we'll be willing to answer any questions that you have. And any ideas that you'd like to do in the future, be perfect.
One more thing, Lyndon, where can we get that book, please?
You can get the book from our website, inspireddiabetic.com, and you can get it on other online platforms at the moment as well. You can.
Thank you very much, Lyndon. So for now, I want to say God bless you to Facebook and thank you to YouTube. We are streaming both sides. We'll be back here next Thursday at 4 p.m. for Let's Cook. So for now, goodbye, stay safe and cook well, be well. And I was going to say sleep well and be well. Yes. you're gonna sleep after that food. I'm telling you. You're going to sleep. All right, guys. Goodbye. See you later. Ciao. Thanks for joining in. We'll be back next week. Bye.